Yep. Absolutely. Drew Titan Bronze on deck. Shout out to the mighty LDBC. That's the Painful Excellence Podcast. Let's go. See, we got the building. Well, first and foremost, I goofed up my damn intro. So that's great. But that's all right. That is okay. Love is the word. Salute. Tay. Salute. Amanize. 3 ladies in a row. How special am I? Mr. Shelton in the building. Squeegee Kid, what up? Rod Neal, my brothers. What up? Philip D, what up? Yo, Philip, you send it. Yo, keep the content coming. Because there about to be a whole bunch of short videos, man. Woo, between you and my brother Watcher sent me some stuff. Love is the word sends me things. I see it all. I'm just putting it together. I'm hiring a editor, and I'm writing stuff down. And I said, look, this is what I need. I sent them to my channel, and we're putting some stuff together. I see everything. I'm just going. Now I need help because I'm doing a lot. I'm running 2 channels, and I'm about to run a 3rd. Mojave Nation Sports Podcast, salute. Chill Time Majors, DP Rocker, salute. Jared, what's going on? There's my brother. MP.
What the fuck?
Salute. Derek Gaines, what's going on? I appreciate that. Phenomenal Mexican, salute. Let's go. So this was something I thought of a couple of days ago, and I kind of touched on this, but it always helps to reiterate certain things. I kind of touched on this, but I never did this title. Sips drink. Yeah. I appreciate that, Squeegee Kid. I want to talk about the broken biological clock. Because it's broken. Why is it broken? Well, according to statistics, how many women will be single by 2030? Put it in the chat. I know Philip D knows, but do y'all know? How many women will be single by the year 2030? 1 out of how many will marry? Isn't it like 1 out of 5? Why is that? I need to know why is that. 46%, 45. Look at that. Look at Abel. He's 70%. Nah, my gosh. Oh, yeah, Derek. I did. And you know what? He probably got 1,000,001 brothers reaching out to him. I really need to speak with him because that brother was under attack. I wanted to jump through the screen and just take that panel and be like, yo, look, y'all ladies are wrong, man. But you know, that leads up to this. What I'm talking about here. It's a lot of women living that, what's the new term now that they're calling these ladies? Rich aunties? That's the way to go? That's what y'all doing? A lot of y'all are trying to be the rich auntie. Y'all not even rich. Y'all can't even afford to be the rich auntie. And let me be very clear. If that's your choice, I said this a while ago. I said, when I first heard it, I said, look, man, ladies, y'all are entitled to do whatever y'all want to do. But you know what tends to happen a lot? People do things for their own personal reasons. For example, and I tried like hell to get this woman on the show. But when I told her what I was doing, she stands on her principles, but I don't want to say afraid. I would say she'd rather not get on a camera and tell the world how she feels. Jason Williams, what's going on? I tried like hell. I really did. I said, look, you need to shoot your shit. You need to speak your piece. And she, she said, I'd rather not, okay, and that's cool. I ain't want to, you got to pull a rope, you can't push it. But when I was talking to her, I noticed her reasons for being a rich auntie weren't Joe Townsend in the building, salute. Her reasons for being a rich auntie were not because she's pretty much been there and done that in sick of relationships. After she gave me a long, drug out reason as to why she'd rather be single and date, she was in her 40s. What up? She was in her 40s and she would rather date. And non-commitment, she made a pretty good piece of change, like around 90K a year, which is really good. It's really good. She had a cat. She didn't have a dog. She had her own condo. She talked about she had A1 credit and she has a degree and she's at the top of her profession. I didn't really get into what it was. And I just asked her, did you ever consider like family and anything like that? And no, not my thing. I like going where I want to go and doing what I want to do. I don't want to be tied down with the responsibility of a baby and dealing with a man. Mark Wonderlick. So what up, Mark? Dealing with a man? Like when you're in a relationship, you shouldn't have to deal with them. You say when you're dealing with someone, that's like, yo, my car broke down. I got to deal with that. Got a flat tire. I got to deal with that. When you're with a significant other, you shouldn't have to deal with anything. So I said, what do you mean? I mean, have you had a string of bad experiences? Jerome King, salute. And her response was, no. I just don't want to deal with the headache. She referred to a relationship as a headache. So I said, okay, but you date. She said, yeah, but that's short term, So I said, okay, well, not to get, I'm reading between the lines, not to get too deep in your business, so you believe in casual sex because it's not premarital because you don't plan on being married. You don't want the headache of a relationship. And she said, well, and when I threw that out of her, because you can't tell me you're not active and you're 40 years old. You can't tell me you're not active. And she said, well, if I like you or whatever. I said, no, well, say what it is. It's all good. We're grown. She says, well, yeah. So I said, wow, well, a lot of women, how they feel when they're 15 is different from how they feel when they're 18, is different from how they feel when they're 21, is different from how they feel when they're 25, much different from how they feel when they're 30, because then that's when they're like, oh, snap. By the time they're 30, how they used to think at 15, hopefully everything has changed. And what women go through, men do it too, but I'm talking about women in this aspect. Women go through that point where it's like, you know what? I want a family. The other side of the bed gets real cold. And I'm talking to a 40-year-old woman that she was telling me pretty much relationships were a headache to her. And I didn't get into, well, who you're dating, who you're picking, because I'm not a counselor, but I'm just reading in between the lines. And once we got down to the meat and potatoes of it, guess what she tells me? Well, I'm not really worried about kids. I would have to adopt because I can't have kids anyway. Wow.
Take that.
Case closed. The fact that she can't reproduce and would have to adopt if she got involved with somebody made her say F relationships. It made her become the best version of herself to the point where she can definitely take care of herself. She could pay her own bills. She had A1 credit. She shared that with me. She dates for free. I mean, like free, headache free. But upon just having a conversation, she slipped that in there. And I don't know, because everything she was saying, when she said it out loud, I was just looking at her like, okay, you're not really answering why the choice. You're a healthy woman. What's up? Then she reveals that she can't have children. Now, I didn't get into when you find that out. Maybe I bet you if I spoke to her in depth, maybe she was with a man and kept trying. And then when she went to go ask the doctor what's going on, because he stayed shooting up the club. Oh, guess what, ma'am? It's your fault. And that's made her proud. And I'm just saying, that's probably made her very salty. And where she can't have a family by nature, she can't have a family of her own. She doubled and tripled and quadrupled her efforts in her personal life. Maybe, because I didn't get into depth, maybe she was with a man that said, look, you can't give me children. I need children. And it gets real technical with women. Like, you have to get surrogates and all kinds of science behind that. Now, it's funny, and I need y'all to pay attention to this. It's funny how we have access to science where they could take your seed and put it in an egg, or you can do all kinds of stuff that you couldn't do not even 20 years ago. But you still got people cutting off their junk and saying I'm really a woman, and the women saying they're really men, and man, horrible stuff. Now, this is just one rich auntie that I had a conversation with. I'm sure every rich auntie has their own different reasons why they don't want to be in a relationship. Their reasons are their own, but I'm just saying, I spoke to this woman and she just slipped that in there, and my antennas went up. I said, oh, she can't have babies biologically. Oh, okay. So I'm almost sure that if I dug a little deeper, I'd have found out maybe she was with a guy and he's like, yo, look, no babies. I'm not with the adoption stuff. So when I talk about the broken biological clock, what I'm saying is this woman, she was very aggressive in her demeanor and her tone. This woman I'm talking about. I really tried to get her on the show tonight. I really did. She was very aggressive in her when I say aggressive, I mean like she had like a masculine energy about her. You know, and I'm like, wow. But then as I talked to her, the woman came out because she said, because, I can't have kids of my own. So, and I said, woo, woo. And she just said it. And I said, oh, okay. I got it. I got it. I totally understand. Now I get it. She's a rich auntie because she can't spit out biological babies. So went from probably I wanted to have babies, but now I can't. So fuck it. Fuck a relationship. I can't reproduce. And from what I've heard, I've spoken to many women that can't reproduce. When you talk to them, they have said, I've heard a numerous amount of them say, I feel like less of a woman because I can't do that. I'm telling you. By nature, women go through a point where they want to have kids. You don't believe me? How many single mothers are around? It got to the point where they didn't give a shit where they were getting a kid from. They're saying, yo, look, you know what? I'm knocked up. I really don't care about dude, but I'm ready to be a mama. Tell me I'm lying. I'm knocked up. I'm 20 whatever. I'm 30 whatever. I'm 40 whatever. Hey, I'm just going to have this baby. Go and spit it out. Don't care. See what I'm saying? So this is the nonsense we deal with as men. Women go from, I want to live my life. Then it's hot girl summer. But then when they approaching that 35 year of their life, I'm telling you, a lot of them say, hey man, When they buckle down after let's say they're successfully gotten through college years, they've lived their lives, whatever, y'all know what that means. Because you're too young to be locked down, right? You live your life. And let's say you've gotten through it with no children. By the time you hit your 30s, mid-30s, you start feeling a little old because when you're 15, 30 seems so far away. I remember my 15th birthday. My dad bought me a bench press. And I had about 205 pounds. Worked out every day. I remember that. That was my 15th birthday gift. I remember it like it was yesterday. So imagine a woman. She's turning 30. I've seen women cry. Oh my God. I was like, what's wrong with you? I'm about to be 30. When? In 3 days. You should be happy. No! 30 is not old, God damn it. Now imagine women with this biological thing going on. They went from hot girl summer. Now it's like, you know what? I want a family now. But now you're 35. Genetics is taking over slowly. You're starting to look like your mama now. You're starting to look like your mama now. And you got your degrees, your PhD, and now you're sitting down across from that man. But you're 35, you're a little long in the tooth. And you second thinking everything you did in the last maybe 5, 6, 7 years. Who was you listening to? When you was in high school, when you was in college, who was you listening to? What R&B singer? What rapper? What male rapper? Who you listening to on social media? Who was your influence? By the time you're 35 or knocking on 40, you think you got everything you needed and everything you wanted. But then you start factoring in, hey, I want children. And it's like, you're a little long in the tooth. You've made your choice. You chose education and everything else. It's fine. But now these things don't match. You can still spit a kid out, but do you really want to spit a kid out when you're 40? I mean, think about it. You want to spit a kid out when you're 35? Really think about it. So I want to talk about this broken biological clock. Because today, women no longer value family structure or men to properly help build a legacy. And how do I start off this conversation? I start off this conversation with a woman by the name of Sue Ellen Broder. Sue Ellen Broder. Y'all remember who that is? Y'all remember who that is? I'm sorry, y'all. I went to the gym and it was chest day and I got home. I ain't feel like changing. Y'all remember Sue Ellen Broder? Reading in the chat. Y'all remember who she is? Smoking Talk, salute. Picasso, what's going on? Jeff Spark in the building. Susan Ellen Broder. I'm going to stay on her bumper. That's right. There you go, Harmonize. There you go. See, she's on point. The Cosmopolitan. And I'm going to go ahead and share the screen again because I'm not going to let this woman get away with this. For those of you that don't know, and hey, where's Shauna? You know what she's been doing lately? She's been showing up after the show and commenting. I don't know if she's busy or not, but please. I like when I go to these articles and show things to prove my point. Ala Young, salute. She vanished. Former Cosmo writer dishes on how the magazine lied to women to sell feminism. I mean, look at that. Look at that. Look at the title. Look at it. It was a lie, y'all. It was all a lie. And I want you guys to understand that, Mansa Musa, my brother, salute. I want you to understand something. Women who may not have ever read Cosmo, because there's a lot of black women say, I don't even read that shit. But here's the deal. To the women that did, they developed an attitude and a demeanor that trickled down to the next generation of women. And this is part of the reason how we got where we are. Do you understand what I just said? You don't have to read the Bible. But if you grew up in a religious household, there's certain things that you say instinctively because you've heard it all your life. Hence the term, oh my God. How many times you hear people say that don't even believe in God? Oh my God. Oh my God. You don't believe in God, you're atheist. It's just something to say. Lord have mercy, right? What you mean? You don't believe in the Lord, you're atheist. Anthony, what up? Things like that. If you grew up and both your parents was in the church and you never been to church a day in your life, you're gonna say things because that's what they say. That's what you call a true product of your environment. That's what you call a true product of your environment. So what's been happening is that this woman, Sue Ellen Browder, she wrote for Cosmo, and she sold feminism and had women thinking that this was how to live. Years of this, women developed an attitude, a demeanor, an ideology, and they put themselves first. And while they were putting themselves first, the American household declined. Now, women will hear what I just said, cop killer, what up? And they'll say, what's the matter with putting yourself first? Well, Paul Carrick, my brother, here's the problem. There's a difference between being selfless and selfish. Some of you may have never heard of that. I'm selfless. I had to learn to be selfless. Now it's second nature to me. Whenever I learn something, I get excited to teach someone what I learned because I want them to strive in what they're doing, especially if they're doing the same thing that I'm doing. I want them to strive. When you're selfish, you put yourself first. A man's dating a woman. He wants a family. She says, sorry, I don't want no babies. But you'd rather date him. Damn it. Hold on, I'm sorry. I just got a text from the general. I'm gonna see if he wants to join the link. Hold on, I'm sorry, y'all. All right, I'm gonna send the link. Send the link to the general. See if he wants it. Get him on here. Sent it to him. So Susan, she lied, y'all. She lied. She straight up lied, and she sold it. Sold. So when a woman is dating a man and she says, "I don't want no children," and the man's like, "Yo, I want a family," and she's like, "Nope." What was her intention in dating? She just wants a long-term relationship or a marriage with no babies. Most men want a legacy. And David Scott, salute. So hence the rich auntie is born. It just has a name now. This is a new fancy name they gave it, the rich auntie. But what I'm telling y'all is that this ideology came from this magazine and this editor. And she admits it. Look at the title, y'all. Let me show y'all something else. She was enchanted by the glamorous and sophisticated lifestyle she saw in the magazines. She learned that journalism wasn't always about finding the truth. She lied to y'all. She lied to the women. She lied, y'all. She lied. After she was fired from the newspaper for getting pregnant, Browder embraced feminism. She hijacked Ricky Williams in the building. She hijacked feminism, y'all. Feminism, all feminism was for equal rights for women and men. Y'all can work the same jobs, make the same money. There's nothing wrong with that. This new feminism is that plus destroy these dudes. Get them out of there. We don't need them. Don't even look at us. Why do you see all these videos popping up with women walking down the block with their phones in their back pocket to see who's looking at their ass? They got the spandex with the thong up their ass, doing squats at the gym, and dudes is trying to work out, and they got a camera set up to see if you're watching them and label you as a creep. Meanwhile, they got a snatch waist and big old ass. You're a man. You trying to work out, you're like, is she looking for attention? Your ass is the size of 2 planets, Uranus and Jupiter, Jupiter around Uranus. And I'm on a Stairmaster minding my business, and you want to get next to me and then label me a creep? What are you looking at? Your big old ass. Y'all seen the white bitch walking down the block with the tight dress and the big old ass? Trying to get attention? What are y'all doing? That's the new feminism. Label us as creeps. Label real men for doing what real men do, which is look at attractive women, right? And at the same time, label us as creeps. But you're gonna, yes, that other community, the broken wrist community. But ladies, they flipping on you too. But that's another topic. Nash holes. Oh boy. There's my brother Theo Coop in the mother effing building. That super chat, much love. He said, paying for less in this podcast. Salute you. BX all day. I'm on a job. Salute to you, good brother. I ain't got to tell you how to subscribe to Theo. He on that grind. Healer, my brother, salute. Spurgood Marshall, salute. So this is the things we're dealing with. Let me show y'all something else. I just need to remind us of y'all. Look, how she herself got duped into selling propaganda. It's all right here. The propaganda sold to women. She broke it down right here. She sold propaganda. Y'all know what propaganda means? Y'all know what it means. Pursue excitement in sex, reject marital bliss. There you go, right there. There you go, right there. There you go. There you go. General in the building, salute.
What's happening with it, brother?
Hey, man, look. I'm about to cook this new lifestyle.
I don't even know what's going on. I just see the title.
I'm making my case about the female's broken biological clock, how they don't see value in a family structure because they've been duped over the decades. It's broken the American household, in the Black American household in particular. Right. And what we're left with is a rainbow community, cancel culture, and it all part of it started not only with women accepting Uncle Sam in the household and booting the black men out, but this woman, Sue Ellen Broder, in the Cosmopolitan, since 1965. She hijacked feminism and made it something else. And what I was explaining to the audience is, there might be some women saying, I never read Cosmo, but they are products of the women who did read Cosmo and try to live it. They're products of the environment. And I have this article here. Let me go back up and share this with you. This white woman, all right. Look at this. She learned journalism wasn't always about finding the truth. So she's admitting that she lied to these women. Mm-hmm. Then go down here. She herself got duped into selling propaganda. Propaganda is bullshit, y'all.
That's right.
It's bullshit. That's all propaganda means. In the black community, propaganda, we call it bullshit. Let's go down here. The propaganda sold to women. She broke down what she sold to these women out here. All right, let's go down here. Pursue excitement, sex, and reject marital bliss. This woman told you that marriage was bad. Go out and fuck. Get an abortion if you get pregnant. Have as much sex as you can. Build your own. Get money. And don't worry about no man. This is in the 60s, y'all.
Right.
And this is how we got here. Look at this shit. This is, I have this saved in my bookmark. Look at this. Abortion as birth control. Are y'all understanding where we at? This is the shit I'm talking about. This is why we're fucked off as a nation right now. Y'all will never know how deep rooted this is. This is online. She's admitting it. She's admitting it. And a lot of these sisters can't just say, hey, man, you know what? I didn't know. This is bullshit. This was not the way to go. Look at what she's saying right here. Reckless sexual behavior doesn't come free from consequence. All right? The writers didn't practice what they preached. In other words, here's the shit. This woman had a whole family at home, but meanwhile, she's telling women to go out there and fuck themselves off. Right. She had a whole family at home.
Fantasy.
Yep. And she sold it. She sold it. And this is why the American family is on a decline. All right, let me go through one more because I want to go to something else here. The elites didn't necessarily practice what they preached. Helen Gurley Brown didn't listen to nonsense we were peddling at Cosmo. They were full of shit, but it sold. I think this magazine came out, once a month? And they sold it to y'all right on the silver platter. Y'all bought it. Now, there's women living today, and they are products of the women that did read it, whether it was your mama or your grandmama. But this is how we got here. Propaganda. That Sex in the City lifestyle. Do you know there's women from all around the world that literally moved to New York trying to live that Sex in the City life? That was a goddamn comedy show, man. It don't really go down like that. It really don't. It really don't. That's not real life. Before I go any further, General, your thoughts?
Yeah, absolutely correct. But that happens in a lot of things. Like, when we were younger, me and my wife went through a similar situation to where outside influences tried to dictate what go on in this household. You know what I'm saying? Trying to trick her into believing, but okay, yeah. So what if he got money? So what if he take care of the family? So what if he a good father? So what if he treats you good? Are you happy though? What about your dreams? What about what you want to do? What about this and this and that?
Yeah.
And then it caused problems. I'm like, hold up. You ain't finna take all the good shit I do and make it irrelevant because somebody's making you feel like you might want to do something else. Because if you want to do something else, you are free to do it. But you're gonna lose all of this other shit. Okay? You can do that. But all this other shit going. And bitter bitches try to finesse chicks that are happy out of their relationships and out of their happiness. You know what I'm saying? And you know, luckily for me, I've been with my wife since we was teenagers, so we had time to grow. You know, we had time to develop and shit. You know what I mean? So we grew up together. So it's like, you know, we literally family. You know what I mean? So, and I got an advantage over people who didn't have that benefit, but I went through it early. You know what I'm saying? So we went through all the stumbles, and by the time we was 25, shit. You know what I mean? My word is law.
Yeah.
Not this motherfucker. You know what I mean? So if that same situation happened when I was 35, I probably would have walked away. You know what I mean?
Growing pains, man. That can really make or break you. But sure. you're an example of what being a leader is, because and your wife is an example of what a wife is supposed to be, because she accepted you as a leader. She knows who she married, and she also knows what else is out there. So if she even thought about doing something snake or leaving, she had to weigh her options. I got a dude here.
Right.
What's the alternative out there? And a lot of women, what's sad is, Eric Jordan, salute. What's sad is there are some women, Davis, what's going on? Some women will think they can do better, and they be like 50 years old.
Ooh,
it's like, what the fuck? Are you serious?
Yep.
So I can do bad all by myself. Trust me, a lot of these women, they will do bad by themselves. You see, marriage is there's the teamwork. Men, we have a responsibility, and that's fucked off, because there's a lot of fucked off dudes out here too.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, because they're raised all wrong. Their father's a Rolling Stone. He's in, he's out. The women done chose wrong. And you can't make heads or tails of these dudes. They just left out there to try and do it on their own. And who's raising them? Gangs in the street, YouTube, right. You know, Instagram, whatever. They don't know how to be men. That's why you got dudes running around here punching girls in the face. They don't know how to control themselves. You understand? We just messed up. Men don't know how to be men, and these women damn sure don't know how to fall in line. Okay, the teamwork is we're supposed to be out there hunting and slaying the animals and bringing them home, and they're supposed to be gutting them and cooking them, and we're supposed to be going out and doing it again.
Right.
Okay, we take care of all of this shit, we build all of this shit, and we protect it, and they take care of it on the inside. Everything's backwards now. If women had to go out and hunt, they couldn't do it. They're not built like that. Okay, so the price of feminism, because the feminist lies is what ruined the goddamn country. Let me share this screen right here. The price of feminism. Every year, now look at the years. Y'all notice I always bring up the 70s, right? Every year since 1972, the General Social Survey has asked a representative sample of American adults how happy they are. In 1972, women reported being a bit happier than men. Each year since, despite the achievements of feminism, women's reported happiness has declined. What the fuck? Y'all hear that, right? So y'all getting what y'all want. Why the fuck y'all not happy no more? What's going on? Both in absolute terms and when compared with men's. Around 1990, the sexes passed each other. And since then, women have reported being less happy than men and less happy than their mothers and grandmothers were in the same stage of life. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Didn't Kevin Samuel say that shit? Didn't he say that the grandmothers and the mothers were a whole lot happier back in the day?
Yeah.
We had a higher marital rate back then. It's lower now, and y'all making money, y'all boss chicks and everything else. Why y'all not happy? What's going on?
I'll tell you why, Drew.
Welcome down, Ram. Salute. Salute to Eric Jordan, that super chat. Much love. He said, women thinks that they can do better by themselves, but finds out the hard way that they can't. Congratulations, you played yourself. You played yourself. Silly pimp. Salute. Jerry, you was gonna say something?
Yo, this is why. Salute Ram, I see the builder, bro. And salute to the chat. See, when you're happy, this is why I would tell people to protect your peace. If something makes you feel good and you like how it feels, protect it. Don't let I don't give a fuck how cool you think you are with somebody. Protect that shit. Because this is what happens. Let's say a dude and his girl are poor. Let's just say they're poor, right? Below the poverty line, right? But in their community, somewhere deep in the woods of Arkansas or Mississippi, everybody lives like them, right? But they found a way to survive. They found a way where they found a way to make a way out of no way. So this brother works at the local factory or whatever the fuck. They can't afford internet access and shit, right? But his woman loves him. She's happy because when he come home from work, he take the trash out. He can fix this fucking broken ass step. He fix the cabinet. He go out there in the back and go fishing. She clean the fish. They got a perfect team. They're both happy.
Yep.
They get that internet. You know what happens? They become unhappy. You know why? Because they see all these other people telling them why you shouldn't be happy. Oh, you broke as a motherfucker. Oh, you living like that? That nigga ain't got no money. Aha! Look at that nigga. That nigga, look at him. When the last time that nigga bought some new shoes? Girl, you with this nigga? You too pretty for that shit. This nigga ain't shit. Ooh. Now she's like, damn, what the fuck? What am I missing? Take her ass out there. If all she find is a baby daddy, you lost a husband to gain a baby daddy. You dumb bitch. This is what's happening out here. You gotta protect your peace. So when people start talking that negative shit, hold up. Nah, I don't give a fuck. Look, if I like a certain strand of weed, this is why I smoke. You can't tell me nothing bad about it. You can't say, oh man, that shit weak. Man, I got some fire shit. My shit. Nah, bro, that's good for you. But I smoke makes me happy.
Yep.
This is my piece. What you got is great for you. Shout out to you. Do your thing. I'm smoking this right here, homie.
Man, that's a perfect example. Mona D, salute, sis. You see, and this is what we've been saying, you know, there was a lot of black families. I mean, we were broke, we ain't had nothing. But you know what? Parents had each other, and they had the kids. There was a song, you may not have a cent to pay the rent, but we're gonna make it. And that was a man singing to his wife, we gonna make it. He was out there getting it done. And all I've heard was women talk about, when you mention those days, all I heard was women talking about, oh, well, you know, the man was always cheating on the woman. That's not fucking true. That's not true. You did have some adultery, but let me say this. For a man to step out and cheat, I'm gonna say 9.5 times out of 10, the woman he was sleeping with, she had a man too. So really, what the fuck are y'all talking about? He wasn't cheating with no chick that ain't had no family. There's a lot of that shit. There be towns and kid up the block got a twin cousin. And because grandma got a whole other family and grandpa got a whole other family. Y'all cousins on the same block. Why I look like him? Well, back in 1970, your grandpa went up the block and Maybelline over there. And yeah, it'd be like that. Nobody was innocent. But you know what happened? You know what we did have? We had a higher marital rate back then. Why is it that women are doing better? They're more educated. And the black family structure has declined. Now, motherfucker, and pay attention. Each year since, despite the achievements of feminism, women's reported happiness has declined, both in absolute terms and when compared with men's. Around 1990, the sexes passed each other, and since then, women have reported being less happy than men and less happy than their mothers and grandmothers were in the same stage of life. Back when your grandma in the 1960s was in her 30s or 40s, she was way happy doing the cooking and the cleaning and taking care of the babies. You know why? Because grandpa had to go deal with a goddamn boss he didn't fucking like. But while he was making the money, she was taking care of the household that he was paying for. That's the teamwork. When the fuck did that become out of order in what someone would refer to as slavery? When the fuck did that happen? It's bullshit. So these things that I'm reading to you, this is what Cosmo and what I'm reading to you right now, the price of feminism, this is what broke today's woman's biological clock. Y'all think marriage is slavery. But realistically, if you have a man that's taking care of all the bills and you ain't got a care in the world, and you can stay home and your only job is to clean up the kids and make sure that they're okay, pack their lunch, and you know how many women would give that up? But they ain't gonna say it out loud. A lot of them ain't gonna say it out loud. You know why? Y'all think y'all enjoy being fucking corporate? Y'all enjoy being corporate? No. It says right here. It says right here. Y'all less happy in this stage of life than grandma was. Why is that? Why is that? Come on, man. It's right here. What Queen say? She says, nah, the dude had other families back in the day, especially in the South, and a lot of shit still going on today. Look, I'm reading it right here. Y'all are not happy. Y'all are not happy. Y'all are less happy. 35 years old, and you a VP of a company, but shorty ain't got no kids, no man, and no man want to take her seriously. And how does she cover it up? You know what she says? No man can handle me. I'm at the top of my game. 502 King, what up? No man can handle me. He's intimidated because I make 200 grand a year. Bitch, I don't care. Dudes don't care. What do I tell women to do since I started this show? If you're dealing with a man that gives a shit about what you make, you don't need to be with him. Because he's about to eat up your food, drive your car, fuck your friends, and do all of that.
I'm telling you.
Yeah, go ahead.
This whole thing about men being intimidated with women who make more money than them, there's some hoe ass niggas, to be honest with you. Mm-hmm. I've never been intimidated by a rich woman. Because for a woman to make more money than me, she's rich. Okay? So I've always been impressed by it. Like, oh, well, okay, cool. Now I'll be unimpressed if her conversation is masculine.
Yep.
If her conversation is she don't respect men. Mm-hmm. But what I found is the opposite. To be honest, I'm gonna keep it all 100 with you, bro. What I found is a lot of those women that make a lot of money, they're powerful at their workplace, they order people around all day. They're longing for masculinity in their life.
Yes.
A lot of them are, bro. And they don't get approached because a lot of dudes are afraid to approach them. But when you talk that shit to them, you know, and I'm kind of like an asshole type of guy. But I'm a good guy, though. But I don't know if this makes sense. I'm a good guy, but sometimes my approach to women is an asshole approach because I know there are a lot of women like that. So now, long story short, Bro, I ain't never, ever in my life been like, oh man, she make this bitch a millionaire. Oh, I can't fuck with her. Oh, I can't. Fuck that. Why? I'm a dumbass. Listen, I know this. I don't give a fuck who the woman is on the planet Earth. I know I can eat pussy. I know I can slang dick. I know I can make her have an orgasm. This is what I know I can do. If I can make her happy in other aspects, I don't know that yet. But what I do know is the simple shit, like giving her an orgasm, making her feel good, making her laugh. I can do that much. Mm-hmm. And I ain't never had a bitch put me out of her place, or I don't want to fuck with you no more, because they ain't never had that happen. So I don't know what these dudes be going through when they're talking about, or what these girls talking about, where dudes are afraid of them. Listen, bro, if she make $2 million a year, that's my money. That's my money. I'm getting to it. And I'm gonna make her tell me it's my money when I'm fucking her doggy style. When she got that crap in her leg. Who money? That's my money, your money. I wish she would say something else. I'm gonna stick this motherfucker up in her back. You better sit your motherfucking ass back. Who money is this? Yeah, she gonna get it right. Easy work, man. Now they pretend like they ain't with that shit, but they want that shit. They want a motherfucker who can knock it down.
Women crave masculine. Women, they don't want no sucker. How many times you've heard a woman say, I don't want no sucker? How many times you heard a woman say, I left him? Why? Because he was too nice. How many times you heard that? I heard that mad times. He was too nice. I'm like, what are you talking about? Where's my button at? I left because he's too nice.
What?
Fuck.
He can't hit it, bro.
It's crazy. Women out here leaving dudes because they're too nice, because they got small penises. He can have everything else, but he got small. Yo, how many chicks you know secured the bag with a wealthy dude, but she cheating on him with Pookie from the projects? I've seen it dozens of times. It's bad out here. They want a dude that's dominant. All right, that's what I'm saying. Why do you think these dudes that they ain't got shit, but they, you know what they do have? They're surrounded by a lot of women. Why? Because of their demeanor. It's what they put out. My brother Kofa in the building. Salute. Sylvester, what's going on? Eric Jordan in that super chat, much love. He said, educated women are far more dumber than an uneducated one, also not married. And a gain of depth and far too masculine. Delusion is crazy. Look, I'm telling y'all where it comes from. I'm giving y'all the timeline. The Cosmopolitan, women followed that, and she hijacked this Sue Ellen Broder. Google her. She hijacked feminism, and look at where we are today. And it was only black women. It was everyone. And now look at the country. Look at the bullshit. Look at the divorce rate. There's no respect. And I'm reading this right here. Look, man, y'all are all depressed and shit. Y'all got what y'all wanted while y'all depressed. Repeat this. A 2011 study found that women were 2.5 more times as likely as men to be taking antidepressant fucking medicine. Recent data on suicide rates have been rates between 2000 and 2016 show a 21% increase for men, but a 50% increase for women. Do y'all hear this? Among middle-aged women, the increase was 60%. This closes the gender gap, but not in the way that anyone would cheer. Ladies, we were already stressed out to the point we jumping off the Golden Gate Bridge. Now y'all fucking caught up to us. Is this what you wanted from being a boss? There's a price to pay when you're a boss. Some dudes get so depressed with stuff. How many people start businesses and how many business owners have you heard about that have started a business and everything is all right, but then it fails and they feel like failures in life and they can't pay for shit and they failed their kids, they jump right out a fucking window. They were doing that in Japan and in China all the time. I failed, hey, and jumping out the goddamn window. It's fucking crazy. Look at this. The Me Too movement is another signal flare of distress. Women are fed up with the post-sexual revolution. World feminists did so much to enable. In other words, it's y'all fault. Jessica Valenti of feministing.com. This is a real site, y'all. Feministing.com. That sounds like a porn site, man. Responding to the Aziz Ansari bad date story, wrote, a lot of men will read that post about Aziz Ansari and seeing everyday reasonable sexual interaction. But part of what women are saying right now is that what the culture considers normal sexual encounters are not working for us. Listen, this Me Too bullshit, all of this shit is y'all fault. And salute to Jared Green in that super chat. Much love and appreciation. He said, salute, family. Salute to you. Tom, what's going on? I'm reading this shit in real time, y'all. Ladies, I'm reading this shit in real time. Y'all wanted all this freedom. Didn't I say women are more free to do whatever they want now than they were back in the 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s? Y'all can do that. That's what feminism was supposed to be. Y'all want to vote? I ain't got no problem. Y'all want to work the same jobs? I ain't got no problem. Y'all want to make the same money? I ain't got no problem. But here's the thing about the jobs, and y'all know where I'm going. If you can make $90,000 a year doing construction when you're out on a highway drilling and shit, the highway just collapsed on I-95 in Philadelphia. So they're sending a whole construction crew. If they say, okay, Deborah, come on down here, we're gonna pay you 90 racks. Or you can come on down here and work in a trailer in the office and push pencils for 8 hours a day for 50 racks. She's taking the office job. 9 out of 10 times, women are gonna take the fucking office job because they don't want to be out here in 0 degree weather or 104 degree weather with no shade working a pile driver. So that gender gap, the wage gap, that's y'all fault too. Y'all getting these big head degrees, and a lot of y'all not even working in the goddamn field you getting a degree in. And then y'all getting these crazy degrees. Humanitarians? What the fuck? What is that? The liberal arts? What are you doing?
Bro, let me tell you something. I told this one little chick this thing recently. She called me for advice on something. She's my homegirl. She cool people. But she called me for advice on something. She's a nurse, registered nurse, and she travels. So she does the shit they call pooling or whatever, to where she make a lot of money. She's on call all the time. So she got offered a full-time position down in a southern state, I'll say, where she'll make $75,000. Well, I can say the state, it's in Arkansas. She makes $75,000 a year in Arkansas doing that same work she does out here. Or it's a position in California. It's in LA, right outside of LA actually. She'll make $120,000 in LA. Mm-hmm. And so she told me that she was thinking about taking the LA position, but she said her boyfriend told her she shouldn't take the LA position. She should take the Arkansas position because the cost of living in LA is going to balance out. And she wanted my opinion. And I said, well, according to what I know, your boyfriend is right. If you take the $75,000 in Arkansas, you're going to live like a fucking boss. You take $120,000 in LA, that's like making $50,000 out here. Like, it's just regular money. LA, $120,000 ain't shit in LA. Nothing.
No.
$1 million ain't shit in LA. You know what I'm saying? Like all the shit I do with real estate and shit, I'm a boss where I live at. I go to LA with that shit, I'm a chump ass dude. Yep. You see what I'm saying? I go to LA with this shit I got, I can buy one house. One fucking measly house. You know what I'm saying? For like $2 million or some shit. Or I can be a boss somewhere else owning 5-6 properties. You see what I'm saying? That's the thing. Because the cost of living, you gotta understand. So now, I told her that, right? And she's like, oh, okay, thanks. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Woo. And I said, let me ask you one question before I leave, though. Why did you need me to validate something that your man already told you?
Uh-oh.
She said, oh, well, I just know you know a lot about stuff. I said, baby, listen, don't ever do that again. Don't ever do that again. Don't. That's the most disrespectful shit ever. Yep. And then I hear this dude in the background. This is what I told her. I told her, bro. I told her that. Then
wow.
So then I say, hold up, fam. Now I gotta clown you too. You let her call me. Nigga, she called me all by herself. You let her call me, my nigga. This is your woman. What you say supposed to go, homie? Why the fuck are you? Why is my word more important than your word? Your house. I don't give a fuck how much experience I got. You put if anything you call me. You let her call me. Come on, bro. Don't do that no more. But the point is, women. A lot of women will go for the bigger bag, but they're not looking at everything. $75,000 in fucking some small town in Arkansas. You fucking living good. You living goddamn good. You get your fucking house. The cost of living is cheap. You know what I'm saying? You got a lot of land and shit, square footage and shit.
Yeah.
You go to LA, everything is tight. In New York too. It's like playing Monopoly. A Boardwalk and Park place costs a lot of fucking money. You know, for the two little ass squares, costs a lot of fucking money because where they're in New York, right?
Yep.
Or New York or Cali, wherever the fuck they're in. That shit costs a lot of fucking money. So now,
expensive out here.
You gotta understand that. Like New York, like I say, if I want to go to New York, if I want to go to a fight in New York, and I want to be out there for 3 or 4 days, I like living a certain type of way. I like, I like living good. So I like having a room. So when I was gonna go to the Wilder Hellenius fight, I looked it up and and I looked up this place in Brooklyn, not Manhattan. I know Manhattan is expensive. I looked up a place in Brooklyn,
bro,
and this shit costs $16,000.
For how many days? A weekend?
For 3 days.
Yeah.
And I said, 16 for 3 days in Dallas. I got that place I was staying in Dallas for 4 G's.
The part you was probably looking at is a gentrified part of Brooklyn. I'm telling you right now, where the Barclays is right now, in the 90s, unrecognizable. As soon as you came up out the goddamn subway, there's crackheads everywhere. When they said they were putting a stadium there, I said, how and where? The projects is up the block, about 5 blocks up the block. I didn't know how they were going to do it. They did it. They gentrified that whole shit. Now there's white people out there. That was crazy. So yeah, 16 racks. Damn, that must have been
it was a 3-bedroom. It was a 3-bedroom suite. They had a jacuzzi on the out. It was a rooftop place. Rooftop.
Oh shit.
Had jacuzzi on the rooftop, overlooking the city. Beautiful view.
Yeah.
You know, I would have did it if I ain't gonna lie. If it was like 8,000, I'd have done it. But 16, I couldn't justify that. 16,000, that's some shit. You do it, you have fun, but when you get home, you be like, God damn, how the fuck I do that shit? No, fuck that. I ain't do that no more. God.
Nah, you only get if you'd have hit a lick on that motherfucker. I mean, god damn. Listen, that whole place, those they got rooftop bars out there. They got a spot by the 59th Street Bridge going into Queens. And that spot you talking about in Brooklyn, I'm trying to think, because they got...
I forgot the name of it. I got it saved somewhere, though.
It might have been... Bro, it might have been the hotel. It was by the
Brooklyn Bridge.
Yo, 78. That's the hotel where the fighters stay.
Oh, that's why. Okay.
That's where D was at, and Hellenist was walking around. Saw Sean Porter walking around. Everyone's there. That's where it was.
Okay.
But if the fighters ain't staying in that motherfucker, chill. But you know what? People rent it out if they got it like that. Yeah. Holy cow. Yo, let me read you this abstract. Ladies, please pay attention. This is loneliness and depression in middle and old age. Are the childless more vulnerable? Now peep this, y'all. This was a study that examines the relative circumstances of community dwelling childless and parents in middle and old age, 50 to 84 years old, using data from 1988 National Survey of Families and Households, in order to update the test earlier findings of negative consequences related to childlessness in later life. Results indicate that net of their effects, both loneliness and depression, are significantly related to childlessness for women, but not men. Childless women are 46% more likely to report high depression compared to mothers. Among both men and women, being formally married is related to greater loneliness and depression. These results demonstrate a greater salience of childlessness for women compared to men. The findings are discussed in the context of the changing norms regarding marriage, divorce, childlessness, and gender roles experienced by the newly emerging cohorts of the middle-aged and elderly. I'll put this link in the description, and y'all read this. I'm not making it up. Women, your biological clock is broken. And then by the time you're hitting your late 30s and early 40s, a lot of y'all snap out of it and say, shit, I want a baby. And ain't no man your age or older is going to be, fuck, hell no. Now you want a kid? You got gray on your kitty cat. What the fuck you mean you want a baby? Your time is done. This shit is ridiculous.
I'm gonna tell you something. I don't think I ever said on YouTube. You know why I really respect hoes? I'm talking about real hoes, like who sell sex. They know hoes usually know how to spot a come up for themselves. Mm-hmm. They know how to spot something that's good for them for the moment or for the future. Hoes are selfish, but they understand how to survive.
Yep.
See, a female lioness, she'll be loyal to the lion, the male lion. But if he run his ass off, when them two nomads come through, she's gonna bend over and take it up the ass to them two new nomads because she knows how to survive. Now, women who pretend to be these good chicks and all this type of shit, what irritates me about them is they complain so much, but they can't spot no fucking come up. They can't spot a good dude. Even when a good dude wants to be with them, he thinks she attractive. They cannot get out of their own way. They will fuck it up. They will. Oh well, I don't know. I'm gonna tell you something. This is why I said a story I never told on YouTube before. Years ago, I was out feeling real good, man. I was fucking with a couple of my homeboys and shit. You know what I'm saying? We drinking, celebrating a huge success. I had just sold one of my properties, and I had about $120,000 extra money. That had plus. I'm talking about plus. I invested about $30,000 into this property. I sold it for $120,000. Okay, so I'm feeling extra good. I'm feeling extra bossy. So sometimes, and I will admit, sometimes when men feel extra bossy, we feel like we conquered the world. Sometimes we want to fuck off some money. Sometimes men want to just fuck off some money because we think we got it like that. I saw this girl, right? I'm walking into the store.
Oh boy.
Yeah, I'm walking into the store. I see this girl. Beautiful, fucking gorgeous. Nice body. And I'm ready to, what pissed me off is I see her walking to this piece of shit car. Mm-hmm. She going into this, it's like a fucking, it's like a Nissan, but it got rust spots all through it. Mm-hmm. It's an old school Nissan. I'm just irritated because I'm like, man, This bitch fine as fuck in that fucked up ass Nissan. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do some trick daddy dollar shit. I'm about to get this bitch a new car just because I can. No. Hear me out. I know it's foolish. It's foolish. But I was young and I was, getting money. I said, I'm gonna get this bitch a new car. Fuck this shit. This bitch riding around here in that piece of shit ass car. I said, hey, excuse me. I said, look, I'm gonna talk. She said, oh no, get out of my face. I ain't got time for that. Look, I got places to go. Ooh. I said, oh, okay, my bad. And that bitch drove off in that piece of shit putt she got. And I thought to myself, that was God saving me from doing some dumbass shit, because I was about to buy this bitch a new car just because I felt like a boss and I wanted to do some trick ass shit. And this stupid bitch didn't even give me the time to even ask her to do that for her. See what I'm saying? Hold on one second. I got to take this call.
Yeah, no doubt. Salute to my brother Steve Elder Mac. Just because, man, salute to you, brother. While the general takes his call, let me show y'all something. That same woman, right? She has a book. Look, Sue Ellen Browder, Subverted: How I Helped the Sexual Revolution Hijack the Women's Movement. This was back in 2015. Y'all think I'm making this stuff up? I'm not making it up. That's a book. It's available on Amazon. Pick it up and read it. Ladies, this woman lied to you, and it's not just her. Y'all thought process is so warped because y'all are in the trickle-down effect of what the women before you bought into. And they now told you how you're living now is better than having a husband. That's why your biological clock is broken. Ladies, it's broken. And you need to understand, man, just trying to understand. Down the line, people change their minds. But hear me out. When the men have complied with what y'all said, like what 78 just said, he was about to buy this chick a car, and she was like, oh no, nigga, get away from me. She didn't know she just fucked off a brand new car. Because what did Jay-Z say in Reasonable Doubt in 22 Twos? Too many bitches stuck up from too many sexual advances. No question, Jay-Z got answers. Man, that's a bar right there. Mac of the South, that's a right there. She probably got dudes all in her face and she ain't got time for it. Cool. She will never know that she fucked off a brand new car. You understand? And what you need to understand is men are not dealing. Juice, what up? Men are not dealing with it anymore. We're complying. You don't want to deal with us? Cool. Men are saying, you know what? We ain't got to deal with you. Cool. We don't go, okay, you want us to leave you alone? We out your face. Hence passport bros. We don't have to deal with you, and we don't have to stay here and deal with you. We're not going to be your foodie call. We're not going to be the nails guy, the food, the lunch guy, the hair guy, the guy that you need to come pick you up to take you somewhere in all kinds of weather. We're not going to be the boyfriend without the benefits of being a boyfriend. We're complying. And what's happening is when they comply with your wishes and they leave you the fuck alone, then what? And y'all don't even understand. Y'all are victims of this trickle-down effect. Let me read this to y'all again. Sue Ellen Browder, the former editor of Cosmo, she says, how I helped the sexual revolution hijack the women's movement. Look at this, y'all. Contraception and deletion, she's talking about AB, were not originally part of the 1960s women's movement. How did the women's movement, which fought for equal opportunity for women in education and in the workplace and in the sexual revolution, which reduced women to ambitious sex objects, become so united? She merged all of this shit. had y'all all messed up. In this book, she documents for the first time how it all happened in her own life and in the life of an entire country. She's admitting that she fucked off y'all minds. Ladies, it's right here. And now y'all could say I never heard of this chick, I never read Cosmo, but the ideology was out there, and now the women that the
legacy lives on.
It's there. You may not have read it, but your grandmama had a friend that read it, or a friend of a friend, but you're living it now because now it's been passed on to you. It's not find a good man that's a great leader and support him in his endeavors while he takes care of you. It's become fuck him, you can do it all by yourself. And now y'all are jumping off bridges just like us. There's men up on the Golden Gate Bridge like, yo, man, I'm about to end it. And he looks to his right and sees a woman there. What you doing here? Well, I'm about to end it. Why? My business failed. Well, not for nothing. If you was at home cooking for the kids, you wouldn't be up here. Now you see why this business life is really not built for you. You can do it, but you see, I'm about to jump off this bridge, and now how you feel? If you was home, you could avoid this shit. Or would you rather be home dealing with some postpartum depression or about to jump off a goddamn bridge because you don't know how you're going to feed your family? This is what I'm talking about. This woman wrote a book about it. Now, the truth is out there. Do y'all want to listen or not, man? This is why the biological clock that y'all had is broken. Y'all are fucked up because of this woman. We've become the enemy. Y'all are fucked off. Y'all can't, this is not a debate. The truth is out there. I bring this up every now and again. No woman could, no, look, y'all could do this shit all y'all can argue with us all you want. She said the 1960s, she hijacked it and y'all bought it, hook, line, and sinker. Decades later, they're selling gay gear right next to the children's section in Target. I've got videos that I've seen where women are taking their children to watch trannies strip. I've seen the video, I've showed it to y'all, man. There's no man that sat there and said, hey, that's okay. I'm willing to bet all of those women that had their babies there were single by choice. Your biological clock is broken because it gets to the point where you get thirsty. You start having unprotected sex. Men, protect your seed. You start having sex. These women, when they get a certain age, it's like, you know what? I ain't got no man, but I'm sleeping protected and unprotected. And if I get knocked up, I'm going to keep the baby. Total disregard for the safety of the child, how the child's going to be raised with no father in the household, with your stupid on and off relationship with this dude. You're setting yourself up and that child up for failure. How dare you? How dare you? Your biological clock is broken. And a lot of these sisters don't care to fix it. You too worried about the men that have complied with, like 78 said, the shorty said, no, I ain't got time. Y'all doing what that shorty did. Men have complied and they're going everywhere but here. And I ain't gonna get too deep into the passport bros because I've met a lot of good passport bros, and I've seen a lot of dudes that are not passport bros. They're faking. They're going to other countries and getting stuck because they run out of bread.
Yeah, they're pretending.
They're pretending. They're stupid. That's like a real blood or in a real crib. You think they don't know who's fake? A dude that just walking around with a flag in their pocket and they want to ask him a question and he don't know the lingo? That shit'll get you killed, man.
Right.
False flagging. That's a real thing. That'll get you killed. You're not a crip. Why you wearing a blue, whatever their lingo is. You can't walk into the neighborhood and wear a blue bandana or red bandana and someone asks you a question and you don't know how to answer. Who are you? Who sent you? They can't trust you. Bow. You understand? So this is the shit I'm talking about. So when you see these dudes, passport bros, I know why they exist. But then you got the fakers. And let me tell you, dudes been going to DR for years and getting that fuck on and coming home. They've been doing that for years. Those aren't passport bros. Those are just dudes having fun. Those are just dudes having fun. That's just what they want to do. You can't lump. What people are doing is they're trying to lump them up into one thing. But what I'm telling y'all is, all of this shit, if the lady's biological clock wasn't broken, these brothers wouldn't be doing this shit. And I'm not talking about the dudes. And let me say this. And this must be said. I've said it before, it must be said. If you ain't got no goddamn game here, don't think you're gonna go to another country and it's gonna be all sweet. Because a bitch is a bitch. If you can get robbed here and tricked over here, you definitely gonna get it over there. It's gonna be worse over there. Because over here you can get tricked and you can at least take a train or a bus home. Over there, imagine getting tricked out of your mind and you can't get home. Bad business, man. Original man, salute. Sheila, salute. What Sheila say? I've been a widow for a year now after 18 years of marriage, and I'm getting a taste of what it's like to do it on my own, and it sucks. Let me highlight that. Because that's nothing to joke about. You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? I feel for this sister. This is what I'm saying. We're not, we're social creatures. We're not meant to be alone. I just told y'all. What up? Mr. King Palmer, salute. I'm telling y'all, we're social creatures. And this rich auntie shit, the shit I said at the beginning of the show, 78, I was talking about this rich auntie I was talking to at my gym. And she said she's a rich auntie. And she makes over 90 a year, and she's a boss, and she drives a Mercedes, and we was talking in the group setting. So I'm just listening, and I was just asking questions. And then upon asking a question, she went from talking with her chest poked out, how she don't need no man, and she don't want to date nobody's broke up man or dusty ass son, as she put it, because some bitch said that on TikTok. So she's mimicking what this chick says. She says, oh, she sounds like me. But you know what? You know what she revealed? Well, I don't want no babies, She said she don't want no babies. And 20 minutes into the conversation, she reveals she can't have no babies.
Wow.
Whoa!
What? So maybe you're a rich auntie because some dude you was dating wanted to reproduce and you couldn't do that for him or yourself. So you embrace being a rich auntie. Because you can't reproduce, you feel like less of a woman. That's all. I'm just figuring that. So that's what all of that hoopla was about. I read right in between that, man. I said, man, she can't reproduce, so she's angry. She's angry. So she's not smutting out, but she's dating for pleasure, which means if she dates someone and she likes them, she'll sleep with them, but she'll never be what most people want to be, most women want to be. They would love to be a mother. Evidence of that, there's so many women, they see more value in reproducing than being in a household that's not broken. Because y'all sisters do know when you reproduce without a husband, that's a broken household. Y'all do know that, right? And it's more likely that your child will be fucked off without a father in the house.
Right.
Single fathers have more success raising a child than a single mother. Do y'all know that? Y'all need to fix this shit.
Even with daughters.
Even with daughters. Come on, man. Come on. I just saw this shit on Instagram. Everyone's sharing it. They were talking to a pedo. And the one thing he said was, you know how he peeped out kids?
Look for
he said
ones with no fathers.
The ones with no fathers.
Yep.
He said if I saw the father and he was a threat, I wouldn't even deal with the kid. Right. He knew. That's why I walk around with the screw face. Everyone around here, oh, that's so-and-so's father. Hey, so-and-so's dad, they know who I am. I'm the big nigga with the fucking screw face.
Yeah.
I walk around the child's school. I walk around. The teachers know my face. School safety knows my face. The kids around here know my face. I ain't nothing to play with. You understand?
Yeah.
All right. And she got an uncle and the father, and everybody got guns. We don't play that shit.
Yeah.
And that's how you gotta be. Now, when they see a woman there, that freak, he wasn't even thinking. He didn't say, "Oh, I'm scared of the mother," because it's a mother. You understand? Right. So you setting your kids up for goddamn failure. And by the way, Father's Day is this Sunday. Don't play with me. Don't play with me. It's not for y'all single mothers by choice. Y'all are just stupid. And I don't want anyone coming here talking about, oh, well, you know, what if the man, you chose the man.
Right.
You chose the man.
None of that shit.
I don't want to hear it. What about if she was raped? She chose to go through with the pregnancy. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear nothing. That's our day. Shut up. Where's my goddamn button? Shut up. Shut up. I don't want to hear it. Oh, you know, I'm the mama and the dad. Shut the fuck up. I don't want to hear none of it. Shut up. It's not for you. You see what the sister Sheila's saying. And I'm sorry for your loss. I'm sorry, but she was in it for 18 years. And she's doing it herself, and it's not cool. This is crazy, man. My brother Growth, what did he say? He said, same shit. He used to show up at his daughter's school, told the teachers they needed to know this one got a daddy. Exactly. Exactly. We've been shit on for years. Yeah, shout out to Oprah. But the facts are out. What the fuck is Oprah up to? She's up to something. Because, listen, man. It's amazing what a little Google search can do. Because Oprah spent 2 decades or so saying that we were absent.
Right.
Saying that we wasn't in our kids' lives and we ain't making no money and we're not
leaders. Hers was absent.
Yeah, exactly. She made money off of that shit. And now YouTube and social media, brothers are doing research. You see why they hated Kevin Samuels so much? Because he was literally looking this shit up and saying, yo, look, it says right here, we're the most involved parents. It says right here, you know, we were the most married ethnicity ever. And it's declined since feminism, since the 70s. What happened? And he's asked those questions and made people research, and they say, oh shit, he's right. And fuck blackdemographics.com, because these bitches don't believe in demographics. Statistics for black people by black people. Meanwhile, these are the same motherfuckers talking about, we need our own. We got our own, and they don't want to listen to it. So fine, let's go to the CDC. We go to the CDC, we see the same numbers, and these fucking women still don't want to listen to it. They can't think, oh, well, in my hood, bitch, you live in a fucking small town with about 5,000 people. That's not the United States, stupid. You ain't be, some of these, I know motherfuckers right here that ain't even been out of the 5 boroughs out here. They grew up in Queens, and the furthest they've been is fucking Manhattan. And they're like 25 years old. Get the fuck out of here, man. Oprah was an agent of chaos. She ain't no better than Sue Ellen Browder. She ain't no better than her. She followed that fucking blueprint. She followed it. She carried the baton into our community. That's what she did. And now that the information's out there, she wants to grandstand and say, no, they were the most involved. Where the fuck did that come from? You spent 30 years shitting on us. Art Haas is in the building, moaning. He said, why is the New York sky yellow? And is it really Canadian fire? Bro, I don't know. I know it was fucking blood orange out here. And they was telling me it was from Canada. I don't believe it for a second, Art. I'm about to move to Africa. Original man in that super chat, much love and appreciation. He said, with these bras, it's emotions and feelings over statistical facts. Bottom line. It is. No one wants to hear about stats. Stats don't matter. Stats don't matter. But Oprah was telling the truth about us for 30 fucking years. Pretty much telling, and I want the sisters to understand this. Oprah pretty much told you that your daddy wasn't shit, your granddaddy cheated on your grandmama, and your great-granddaddy was a part of that color purple bullshit. And those 3 generations produced your boyfriend or the guy upstairs that's trying to court you. They built the distrust within the community. And look at us now. Are you happy now? Are you happy now? Black men going to prison has decreased since the 90s. But you know what's gone up? Y'all sisters going to prison a lot more. Along with your pain medication and your depression medication. Big Texas salute.
Hey, Drew.
Yep.
You know what they lied to you about?
What's that?
Is there more black men in college or in prison?
Uh-oh.
They tell you it's more black men. You would think it's more black men in prison the way they talk.
Nope. The way they talk?
Absolutely not.
See that? You see that? We do graduate. We have degrees. And you know what else is a lie? That black women are killing black men in the education department. No, you know what y'all killing, sisters? Y'all killing y'all bank accounts. Y'all are the most enrolled in school. Y'all are getting degrees that you're not even using. You're getting degrees in fucking basket weaving. What? What the fuck are y'all talking about? No. And see, that's why I would love to talk to Ebony K. Williams. You was a defense attorney. You made about 70 grand a year. They're not paid like that. They're not millionaires. They're working people. And I'm not disrespecting them. They're working people. All right, salute to you. You gotten educated, and to make 70 years, guess what? I work with bus operators that make 100,000 a year. They make more than defense attorneys. So what the fuck are you talking about? She made her money on a Real Housewives of what? I think it was Atlanta or something. And you're not even a housewife. What the fuck you doing on that show? 39 years old, you froze your eggs? What are you talking about if you own the bus? I laughed at that. I would love to talk to her. Because you know why? I meet the physical criteria of her. That she would demand in a man, I meet it. I'm over 6 feet tall. I have a 6-pack, and I'm over 6 inches in the pants. You absolutely would date me. If I was single, you would absolutely date me. You would absolutely date me. And you know what? You're just a woman. I would have no need for your money. I would have no need for your money. And absolutely, you could bring me around your friends. I could speak a sentence without a curse, and I have multiple suits, and I dress very well. Would you be embarrassed to say, "Oh, what does he do for a living?" He's a bus operator in New York City. Oh, I'm a blue-collar worker. You know how important my job is? You want to know how important my job is? If we go on strike, the transit strike, what happened in the city? This fucker stopped moving. I'm very important. Fuck do you mean? What, because I'm not behind some desk, you think you're better than me? Now watch this. She's a millionaire, but she's on The View talking about she froze her eggs, and if her child is born, there's a certain percent chance that he could find his or her father. I got a whole family, and I'm proud of what I've done. You got more money in the bank than me, and you don't have a family. Who's more fulfilled in life? Get the fuck out of here, you stupid bitch. What? Shut that soft shit up, stupid. Original man back in that super chat. He said the color purple had them believing that we were oppressing our women after slavery. The women of Brewster Place vilified us the same. Y'all remember the women of Brewster Place? I remember that. And there was a gay female couple. I remember that. Yeah, I remember that. I remember that. Man,
but
get out of here.
I want to say this though.
Go ahead.
Stories like the color purple, the women of Brewster Place, those stories did happen to some women.
Yep.
That wasn't the masses.
That
That wasn't the majority. That's like if we took one story of a black man who tried out for a football team and ended up getting raped by his teammates. That don't mean every brother who played football got raped. But they take it for women. They take small things or one person's experience and make it everybody's.
That's
the
right.
Women's Booster Place was crazy. I remember that shit. I had all
Man,
that shit on VHS.
They always vilify us. This is what it became profitable to shit on us. If you came up in the 90s, it was crazy because when I would listen to what Oprah would be saying and what the girls be saying, and I look at my own life and I'm like, that's weird. I know my father. I was just with him last week. And I'm like, that can't be right. And I'm thinking about all of my friends. You know, I only have one friend that his father, well, before his father died, I had one friend that had a father that was fugazi and not around. He was in and out, in and out, in and out. Just one. Everybody else, I knew their parents. Everybody else. They had one person, I knew their grandparents because his parents literally died in a plane accident. But he had a grandfather. He had a male presence. And I'm like, wow. So what the fuck was everyone talking about? I said, okay, I live in an area in the Bronx. Maybe it's just us. No. Open school night, I knew everyone's dad. Everyone's dad. So I'm like, really? No, seriously, what the F is everyone talking about? It was bullshit, man. Look what Tom Effish says. Joe Townsend, yeah, that's right. Essential worker. I'm an essential worker. My fucking, hold on. My co-workers were dropping dead, man. I was going on social media. I'm like, I pass this dude on a 9 bus every day. He's dead? He wasn't even 40 years old. COVID. The fuck you mean? You see why this is why I see Ebony. I will never let her off the hook. And she contradicted herself. You set black women back saying that dumb shit. If he owned the bus. Bitch, what the fuck do you own? And guess what? You divested to a millionaire white man and you fumbled the bag. He still ain't locked you down. That dude was a millionaire. Why he ain't put a ring on it? What the fuck was wrong with you? Sister? Queen? The fuck was wrong with you? He didn't want you. Brother Tom said, Drew, when you add prison, jail, probation, parole, etc., black males in the system is 6%, which means 94% of black men are decent, hardworking people, but they focus on the 6%. Nicholas, what up, bro? You see what I'm saying? These are the facts. Young Hollywood, what up? Sheila says, when I was little, my godfather sat me down and explained to me what I saw on TV was not real. He explained to me the difference between entertainment and real life. It is unfortunate that there's so much bullshit out there. So much bullshit out there. But I'm going to tell you something else. Coach 67, what up? Cedric, what up? I'm going to tell you something else, man. Y'all must have forgot. Salute. I don't fuck with Jason Whitlock, but the sun shines on the dog's ass every now and again. And I'm gonna use another person, and y'all might not like it, but it's for real. But Jason, months ago, he called out a certain black person did something crazy, a young kid, and he called out single black women, and black women got offended and said, well, this is kind of out of nowhere to blame black women for what they did. And only black people understood what he was saying. And I said, well, okay, well, get him. He ain't canceled. Go get him then. And I'm going to use another person as an example. Yeah, I might not like it, but listen, because I don't like the motherfucker. Donald Trump. Look, man, I don't like the motherfucker. I'm still salty about the Central Park 6. I'm sorry, the Central Park 5. I'm still salty about that. But guess what? He stood on his bullshit. Did the white woman flip on him? Or did they back their guy? See, only we do certain shit like this. And I ain't gonna get too deep into it because we're complaining now, aren't we? Biden's in office, and what do we got to show for it? There was no plan for Black America. The conversation of reparations has disappeared. Target is selling gay products next to children's toys. Aladdin Saddam, salute. And we're standing here like, what the fuck?
Did you see Joe Biden's gay parade on the White House?
What?
Did you see that?
No. What?
Yeah, Pride Month. They celebrated Pride Month on the White House lawn. They had transgenders out there showing their titties and shit. I didn't believe it. When somebody told me that, I said, no, I don't believe that, bro. Y'all exaggerating. I'm gonna send it to you right now on Instagram.
Oh my God, no. What the bro?
Let's see here. Lord have mercy, man. Every time I open up Instagram, I get hit with a million messages.
Yeah, me too. It's hard for me to keep up. But they're giving me some content. The Beautiful Love is the Word and Philip D. They're giving me some content.
See, man. 1 second.
The White House, y'all. Can I ask y'all? Y'all think Trump would have that?
Okay, I'm sending to you now, Drew.
All right. There you go.
It's transgender, remember that.
What the What the hell is this? That's not a woman. That's okay. Why are there kids out there? That's a dude in the white?
Yes, a dude.
What? So, yo, what the? All right, man. All right, man. Look, man. Did y'all see the video of Malik Yoba? I think he was on the Breakfast Club, and that tranny was trying to train him on how to address their community, and he was trying to be politically correct. I almost blew a gasket watching that. I really almost did, because I would have told that dude, look, man, you was born with a pair of testicles. I don't care if you cut them off or turn them inside out. You're a dude. I'm going to address you as such. I'm going to address you as such, and you ain't going to effing bully. Because that's what it was. They were bullying him. They were bullying him. I saved it. I'm going to do a short video on it. They were bullying him. And he was trying to explain himself. No. How I was raised and what I know. This broken wrist man, and of course it was a nigga. He was saying that he basically was saying that the choices of what these kids are are forced upon them. And there's a word of it. They make up words all the time. And like these dudes at Mambla trying to say that they're not calling them pedos. They're trying to call them youth attracted,
minor attracted persons.
Yeah, minor attracted. Yeah. No, in other words, I call them target practice. That's what I call.
Take that.
That's what I call them. Target practice. You come near mine, I'm gonna end you. I'll explain it later. And I can say that wholeheartedly, because that's not normal. You're not gonna touch mine. You're not gonna touch another child. I will take care of you. Don't even worry about it. You're not gonna make me conform. Look, if that's what you believe, keep that within your community. You're not gonna force me to accept that. I can work around you. I can work with you. But you're not gonna make me understand and accept that, because I don't. Why? That's my American and God-given birthright. I don't have to. I'm not saying I'm gonna beat you up or bash you or nothing. You're just not gonna make me conform to what these new words. Every time I turn around, they're making up new words. What is a LGBTQ XYZ elemental P? What is they adding shit? Look. Keep that shit away from me. I don't get down with it. Take your flags and wave them somewhere else. I'm cool. I'm good over here. But I have a problem when I'm over here in my lane and y'all coming over here and bothering me. I got a problem with that. Leave me the fuck alone. Leave my family the fuck alone. They teaching about anal sex in schools? I mean, seriously, man. This is not it, man. Stop. Y'all doing too much. Y'all doing way too much. Keep that flag away from me. I don't want to deal with it. Why is it in my face all the goddamn time? You know what I'm saying? This is ridiculous. It's similar to when a man has his own opinion. What do these feminists say? They got names for us now. We're toxic. We're negative. What else they say about us? They say a lot about us. They have a lot of N-words for men now. Y'all know what it is. Toxic, we're negative, we're misogynistic, we're narcissistic. These are words y'all bitches just learned like last year. Narcissist? Y'all even know what the
gaslighting.
Gaslighting, I love it. I love it. Gaslighting.
A bitch told me I was a gaslighter. I said, what the fuck is that? Gaslighter, what the fuck is that? I looked it up. And a gaslighter basically is a person who tries to make someone else think they're crazy, right? But what if you are crazy though, bitch? What if I wasn't the one who told you you're crazy? What if the doctor told you you're crazy? Get the fuck out of here,
bro. Femi was on here, and she said, "Yo, well, what did I tell you if you're gonna try and gaslight me?" Now listen, you watched that show. Did I have to gaslight her? I don't even know how to do that shit.
Nope.
And y'all saw it. Everyone saw it. That's my only viral. If you haven't saw it, watch House of Hypocrites. That's the name of the show on my channel. And just watch it and be amazed and tell me if I was gaslighting her. What did I tell you if you was gonna gaslight? I said, what the fuck are you talking about? Gaslight? She would, man, listen. Go watch the show and be amazed. It was great. Eric Jordan back in that super chat, he said, Joe No Good Biden make America look soft in the eyes of the world. I always research any and every politician for the policies and decide from that. Now, this is what we got for Joe Biden. And salute to you, Eric. I appreciate you. We got, he celebrating Gay Pride Month, but meanwhile, He didn't even sit down with Ice Cube for the black agenda. Kamala Harris is going to Africa talking about bringing that gay shit over there to Uganda. Uganda? They're like, no, bitch, get on Air Force 2 and get on that runway and leave. Get out of here. Because we know what comes with that. And listen, a lot of y'all are going to say that I'm against them. I'm not. Live your life. I ain't got no problem with that. I got a problem when you're trying to force that shit on me. Leave me alone. Keep it away from me and my child, man. Keep it away, man. It's like I can't. Did y'all see the video that I played? The women with the babies, with these dudes with long hair and lipstick dancing in front of the babies and the women. That was for the women's entertainment. Why the fuck did they bring their child and where the men at? No, there ain't no men. You know why? They chose to do it by themselves. Because I can't think of any man that'll say that that shit was okay. If my wife did that and that got back to me, that's grounds for divorce, man. What are you talking about? I didn't okay that. Man, crazy. Get the fuck out. Exactly, original man. They told him kick rocks. That's not accepted down there. Get out of here with that. And all of this is the same. This is all the broken biological clock. What we're talking about right now, the household goes by way of what the woman does. The women are the first teachers of the kids, man. But the women, and this is gonna hurt, but it is what it is. The women are under whose leadership? Head of household. When you're filling your 78, when you're filling out your taxes, isn't there something that says head of household?
Absolutely.
Who's usually the head of household?
Always is me.
There you go. Same with me, and same with most of the men in here.
Well, that's what they religion tell them too. But they
Yes.
don't want to. They don't want to follow it though. It's funny
They
how
don't.
a motherfucker take money out your household and go to church and give their 10% faithfully, but don't want to listen to that one part about being submissive and the man is the head of woman and woman is the head of child. They don't want to believe that. You know what I'm saying?
Ain't that crazy? Ain't that crazy? See, head of household, right? But watch this. The women are the first teachers of the kids, but the woman is under the leadership of the head of the household, which is supposed to be the man. So if the man is not in charge of his household, and the woman is leading the kids, but she's not under any leadership, and she's raising these kids, is this how you got these fucking women that have their babies in a room full of trannies dancing and stripping? Because that's what I showed y'all. I couldn't believe it.
Man,
Is this what's happening?
Can't leave no woman to her own vices by herself, trying to raise no kids. Women, listen, I love my grandmother, great-grandmother, my mother. I love my wife. I love my daughters. All of them are better with a good man. All of them are better with a man. All right, not no hoe-ass nigga or some bitch-ass dude. I'm talking about a man. All of them are better with a man. There's nothing wrong with saying that. That's the truth. Shit, I'm better with a good woman.
Right, correct.
You know what I'm saying? I'm a better man with a good woman. So, but people nowadays are afraid to say shit like that. Like, oh no, I can do shit by myself. No, you can't. You know what I'm saying? This one girl, I was leaving out the store one day, beautiful ass chick, professional little chick, was giving me all kind of I don't fuck with you vibes. You better not talk to me. You know how a woman give you that look like, you better not say nothing to me. Right? She give me all them type of vibes in the store. She leave out the store like 5 minutes before me. When I come outside, I see that she in her car struggling to start her car. Right? She's struggling. Mm-hmm. She's like, excuse me, sir. I said, uh-huh. She said, my car won't start. It's a BMW, a newer one at the time. So maybe like a 2020, 2019, something like that. So she like, it won't start. Like it's like locked. The keys are locked. It won't turn at all. Right? I took one hand, put it on the steering wheel, and just moved it a little bit. I said, turn it out. She turned it. Oh wow, how'd you do that? Fucking dumbass bitch. Like, whatever, you know. It is what it is. So you got a man? Yeah, I do. I have a man, and I'm sorry. Okay, yeah, okay, you got a man. But this is how these bitches do. They so independent. Mm-hmm. They so threatened by the thought of even having a motherfucking man who could do for them. They want to believe they can do shit on their own until shit hit the fan. So what I do now, I don't even help them hoes. When them bitches be in trouble, I act just like the dumb niggas they used to. Mm-hmm. Oh, I don't know how to do that. Bitch pulled over her tire flat. I don't know what's wrong. Can you help me? Oh, I don't know how to do that kind of shit. I act just like that. Because being a good guy don't get you nowhere. You be a good guy, you help the bitch out, call a tow truck, do all that shit. Like my sister did, her stupid ass. I love my little sister, but my little sister, she gorgeous, she beautiful. Mm-hmm. She had this guy, this nigga owns a car repair shop. He's a mechanic, but he owns the shop. He got like 5 dudes that work underneath him. My sister, car breakdown, and his shop is right up the street. So somebody was riding past and seen her, and they said, hey, you know, why don't you take it to the shop up the street? Dude helped her push the motherfucking car to his shop. Okay? She called me. Hey, brother, you know, my car stopped on me. I don't know what's wrong with it, but this guy helped me, and he pushed his car to his shop, blah, blah, blah. So, all right, well, let me know what's wrong with it. You know, I talked to the dudes just so they know that she got a guy there.
Right.
So they don't try to fuck her over.
Right.
So I said, hey, man, my little sister, shit got fucked up. You know, I know it had some problems, but I'll be in there, check it out. Let me know what it is, whatever. So her shit came up to like $2,400. There was a lot of shit wrong with it, right? This guy tells me, hey, look, man, no disrespect to you, man. He's about a couple years younger than me. He said, man, he's about 30, like 39 or some shit. He's like, hey, man, no disrespect to you. That's your little sister? I said, yeah. He said, hey, man, she's beautiful. I said, man, I'll tell you right now. I'll fit the bill. I'll fix this motherfucker right now. If she go out to dinner with me just tonight. She go out to dinner with me and say, listen, man, I ain't saying she a hoe. I'm not saying I gotta fuck her, none of that. Hey, man, I just want to hit the town with a beautiful woman like that, man. You know, go out, take out to eat, you know. I'll pay for this motherfucker myself. She ain't gotta come out of pocket. I said, say less. I went to my sister. I said, look, you finna go on a date with this nigga here. This here, good guy. Nigga, he owned his own shop. Nigga just want to fucking, you know what I'm saying? He could tell he kind of a lame, like he don't really know how to talk to women and shit. Mm-hmm. But he got value. He's a valuable man. He's a high value man. But my sister, oh no, I'm not. He corny. He looks like he corny. Like, girl, you would rather pay $2,400? What the fuck?
Oh, he was gonna waive the bill?
He was finna waive the bill, bro. All he wanted was to take her out on a fucking date and he wasn't even requiring sex. Because I asked him, I said, "Are you trying? What you saying? Like, you trying to fuck my sister for $2,400?" No, man, no, man. I'm saying I want to just take her out, man. I want to let her get a chance to know me, man. He said, I got bad luck with women, man. I don't know, they don't like me, man. I don't know what's going on. So I felt bad for the dude. Like, well, shit, nigga, you own your own business. You ain't like you're ugly nigga or some shit. You just can't. Damn. He just can't talk and shit. So I told my sister, look, you hollered this dude. My sister didn't want to fuck with him. So I called my mama. I'm mad at the motherfucker. I called my mama. I said, Ma, this girl talking about she don't want to fuck with this dude. She ain't finna go on a date with him. And he talking about, wait, my mama cussed her ass out. You know what I'm saying? My mama cussed her ass out, and she went on a date with him. and she ended up dating that dude for like 2 years. She had a good time with him. Everything was cool, but she fucked it up though. She fucked it up. She fucked it up because she didn't want. He got serious, and he wanted to be with her on some marriage shit, and she didn't want to stop doing shit that was disrespectful to when you got a man. Like when you got a man, you can't be going to the fucking club and coming home at 1 a.m.
Can't do that.
Can't do that. But I try to talk to her. She don't want to fuck. She want to be. Oh, I should be able to do this and that. Whatever.
No.
She get rid of him. He leave. He heartbroken. He talked to me about it. I said I felt bad for him and shit. I tried to talk to my sister. He leave. He all fucked up, right? Then a month later, guess what happened? Her car started fucking up.
Oh shit.
And guess who she wanted to pay for it? Not me. I'm not paying for that shit. I'm not doing it. Everybody in the family called me. Can you help your sister? Can you? Nope, I can't do it. She had help over there. She gave it away because she want to go to the club and kick it. So have them people that you in the club kicking it with pay for your fucking car.
See that shit?
This should be in the trash.
See that shit? Sometimes karma don't waste no time. See that? The club was more important than the man. You know what? That's not to say that she was even out in the club doing something dirty, but there's something called respect. And if you can't respect, and you see, that's all we want is respect.
That's all he wanted was respect. That's all he wanted. He was a good dude. And she didn't care. Her thing was, well, no, that's not fair. Why? How can he just tell me what to do? It's not about telling you what the fuck to do. It's about respecting your man. Why the fuck are you in the club at 1 in the fucking morning? This thing gotta be at work at 5 in the morning. He can't stay up all night waiting for you to come home. Bring your ass fucking home. You ain't no little kid no more. You a grown ass woman. Man, whatever, bro. So she going through it. I'm not helping her with that shit. I love her, but I'm not. No, you gotta learn the hard way.
That is crazy. But we've heard this before. We've seen shit like this before. This is crazy. Original Man said he gave her Michael B. Jordan vibes. Yep. Corny all the way to the bank. That's crazy. Well, she blew it. And see, this is all relevant to the title of the show, The Broken Biological Clock. Basically, what I'm saying in a nutshell is sometimes these sisters wake up and it's way too late. But I wanted y'all to understand where the disease came from, why it's broken. That shit started way back in the 60s, man. And you see, when the sisters don't want to talk about the 60s and then the 70s and how between 1975 and Roe versus Wade, they say, yo, man, how the fuck is black people only 13% of the U.S. population? That's not right. Why? Because there's niggas everywhere you see. Nigga, okay, but you live in a black neighborhood. Go outside the country and then tell me what the fuck you see. And they say, well, how could that be? We fucking like jackrabbits. And I know Tina Marie up the block, she got 5 kids from 5 different dudes. Guess what? She got 5 kids from 5 different dudes, but she didn't tell you about the 11 abortions she had. Mm-hmm. Okay? There's also been 20 million abortions from 75 until current. 20 million. You know what that means? Those aren't just the kids that she's deleting. Imagine those kids from 75 until now that could have been great-grandparents or just grandparents or parents who had kids who had kids. There's entire generations that was wiped out because somebody read the Cosmopolitan and said, hey, man, you get pregnant, get a deletion and live your life and get your education. You don't need no family. And the woman that wrote that, by the way, she was happily married with a child. You understand? And she was just sore that she got the axe because she had gotten pregnant, that she didn't delete the abortion. She didn't abort the child, by the way. She had the child and then started to, in her journalism, she started literally propaganda. She made shit up. And y'all bought it hook, line, and sink. and generations later, your depression medication is up, your suicide rate is up. But meanwhile, y'all happy boss bitches, and y'all wondering what happened? I'm telling y'all what happened. The biological clock is broken, the family is fucked off, and y'all wondering how we get here. I'm telling y'all how we got here. But do what y'all want. I'm married with a family. How about y'all? Ebony K. Williams, how about you, bitch? Huh? Millionaire, freezing eggs at 39 years old? Bitch, I drive a bus. And I bet you cry in the dark.
Well, you know, the thing is about a lot of them chicks, bro. I say this on my Patreon a lot, is that I don't even get mad when them chicks say shit like that about who they wouldn't fuck with, and the man gotta have this and gotta have that. Because a lot of that is cap. A lot of them chicks say that kind of shit, man. And in reality, you know, you catch them chicks at the right time, they sucking and fucking on everything they claim they hate. The biggest hater of men on YouTube is Cynthia G. And Cynthia G fuck any thug ass nigga who run up on her.
Of course.
Any thug ass nigga that run up on her, damn baby, you got fat ass. She get the smiling and giggling, for real. And she get bent over and getting fucked. I'm telling you what I know. So all that capping that shit she do on YouTube to trick all these dumb bitches, but reality say something different.
Yup. Cynthia G is a trick, man. I can look at her and tell. You get a lot of these shit. Look, Ebony K. Williams, she's all right. You know what I'm saying? But listen to me. I looked at her and I laughed and I couldn't believe it. I said, you know, in a social setting, in a lounge, I could definitely bag her. Easy work. Easy work. All that tough talk she took the lawyer. Yeah, I'm a lawyer, whatever. I'm not impressed by none of that shit. You know why? I've seen, I'll give you a perfect example. You remember Juice?
Yeah.
Was Q the high school student that fucking, what's her name? From In Vogue?
Yeah, old girl. I know you talking about.
Now watch this. You know what people missed? Now I'm in high school watching that shit, but you know what everyone missed?
What?
Q was still a high school student.
Oh no, I didn't miss it. I caught that right away.
Mm-hmm. So she
was a fucking kid fucking a grown ass woman.
Thank you. And she had a whole husband, and she was on the rocks with, but she was fucking a high school student. Right. And she had her own place, and she was a nurse or whatever. And she was fucking a high school student that was running around the street stealing records out of the store. Her husband
say, "What you out here doing with the little chain snatcher?"
See that? She was trying to be his mother at the same time. He's cutting school with DJ dreams, running around stealing records out of a store, and he was blasting her. You see? You see? That was typical. See, when I saw that in the movies, I was like, you see, that really happens. Right over everyone's head, though. That shit really happens.
Yeah,
I never forgot that.
Shit happened, bro.
That's what I'm saying. Salute to Cedric Taylor in that super chat. He said, older sis had truck fiance made over $100K a year. Bought her a $50,000 engagement ring. But my sister wanted to be in the club every weekend while he worked overnight. Dude got tired, walked away. Good guy. You see this shit, man?
Yep. And we see you as a brother know she a good guy. And that's how it be, bro. This is the type of dude who you know, okay, he'd be good with my sister. And they fuck it up.
Unbelievable, man. And truckers, those cross country, man, those dudes get banked. I am Wolf, man. Salute to you in that super chat. Much love. He said, salute, brothers. We need to stream weekly. I'm on a job, brother. And I'm not woman bashing. I'm just pointing out facts. If any woman, if you just listening and you want to challenge what I'm reading, let me know. I'll send you a link and we can have a conversation. But what I'm Quiet Storm, salute. What I've read to you, I give y'all timelines of what happened and how we got here. You may, if you a chick and you was born in 2002 and you believe everything that Cynthia G says, and who's this other maniac on here? Some chick named Sprinkle Tits or something. Sprinkle, whatever the fuck. Y'all heard of that bitch? She's training y'all daughters and shit to be thoughts.
Sprinkle bitch.
There's some bitch named Sprinkle or whatever. She on TikTok or something.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there's women that are making a killing training your kids to be thoughts.
Bro,
I heard that shit and I'm like, whoa. See, chicks like that, they had some sort of shame. They live like that, but they wouldn't say it out loud. It's like 7 years, you know the game.
But
you start talking to a shorty, and she'll tell you how she get down, but it'll be between you and her. She don't need the world to hear it. It'll be between you and her because there was shame in saying it out loud. Now these bitches today, is that her name? Shira, is that her name? Shira 7, is that her name? Sprinkle, whatever the fuck her name. I think that's her. My mind was blown. I was like, well, there used to be shame. There's no shame in the community anymore. There's no shame. But there's women proudly marching to that shit. And it started with this Cosmo bitch. Sue Ellen Browder. Get your abortion if you get pregnant. What do they call them now? They call them city girls. Live that life. You got that WAP. Say it with your chest. Cardi B's married, y'all. What y'all talking about? She go home to her husband. Beyonce, all my single ladies, who's she married to? Okay, and he cheated on her. Did she go anywhere?
So Beyonce got sense.
She got good sense.
The difference between them hoes and Beyonce is Beyonce was raised by her mother and father.
There you go.
She saw her father in the household. She got admiration for black men. So a chick who didn't have her father in the household, a lot of them chicks are angry, bitter as fuck, and that shit come out when you least suspect it. You know what I'm saying? You know, bitch be acting normal as fuck, and then I know where you tell her to do something, and bitch get offended. I don't like people telling me what to do. I don't like this and that. The bitch. Listen, I could really be a jerk. I really could. I could really destroy you right now, bitch. I don't give a fuck about what you like and dislike. You better calm the fuck down. All this old dumb shit, bitch. Talking this stupid shit. But anyway, I don't want to say too much. But all I know is this. These hoes, bro. Listen, like you said, this ain't women bashing because I don't want to live nowhere where there ain't no women. Right. But at the end of the day, women got to come back home and realize what's best for them because a lot of these chicks are being misled, misguided by ex-hoes, their mamas. Their mamas is out here giving them false information, shit that didn't work for them, and you trying to experiment with your daughters and shit. Nah, girl, listen. If he say this, then he really mean this. What you need to do is you need to have your backup plan. Look, girl, you need to do this and do that. Now your daughter all fucked up, got 3-4 baby daddies listening to your dumb ass.
Bro, I got a story, but it's not for mine to share. I'm gonna talk to my boy. It's because it has to do with his family. Mm-hmm. But he tells me shit, and this is in real time. I'm just like listening to him, like, yo, what the fuck? She cannot be that stupid, but she is. She is, and she listens to this Sheriff 7, and she's married. That bitch married. Oh my god. Dudes that are married to women like that, she takes the strap on to him. I promise you, he does. I promise you, she does. Promise you.
See who this chick is.
Yeah, she says all the things. It's like, yo, a chick like that can't walk to a normal dude and talk that bullshit because we'll see her a mile away and be like, yo, man. You know what I'm saying? What Kofi say? He says, my aunt is married to a trucker, a white dude. Love the fuck out of my aunt. He took on my cousin as his son and made bank. My aunt left him. And I bet you it was for reconcilable differences if she was married. These chicks, they have no reason to do what they do. They just do it.
Just dumb shit. I don't want nobody telling me what to do. Oh, you trying to stop me from living my life. You trying to... Bitch, the way you was living your fucking life didn't get you nowhere.
Oh, man, let me point this out. Beyonce ain't leave Jay. He stepped out on her. And I'm like, so what? You know how many chicks got on, oh my gosh, you should leave him and take half his shit. Look, she could leave and take half his shit. He'll recoup it in the month. Believe me. But here's the thing. How old's Beyonce now?
Look like 40 something.
Okay, she looks great, but she's 40 something. Let me ask y'all bitches a question. Where's she gonna find another Jay-Z?
What?
You gonna find another Jay-Z? She's past the wall, y'all. Y'all understand that? She's past the wall. I don't care how good she look. She's old. Reset common sense. Salute. She's old. And she looks great, but she's old. Okay? Now, she'll find a shitload of dudes that'll smash. That's without question.
Right.
But she's old. She ain't going nowhere. If she could do battle by herself, fine. She could be by herself. Now, here's the funny part. Jay-Z will get an 18-year-old. That'll be loyal to the game. Because a 20, let's say a 21-year-old. If she land him, she'd be like, you know what? I ain't never fucking up this bad. He can do what he want. But you see this shit? It's mine now. All I gotta do is live. Because Jay-Z is in his 50s. Now, true, Beyonce can get any dude she want. But watch this. What is he bringing to her table other than penis? It's not so fulfilling now, is it? And what did I always say to y'all sisters? If you are dealing with a man solely because you have a bigger bag than him, you don't need to be dating with him. You need to be with a dude that says, okay, yeah, you make $200,000 a year, but I'm going back home to my one bedroom. I don't want to stay up here with you. I mean, I hang with you a couple of nights, but I ain't trying to move in with you. Fellas, y'all know what it's like to live with a chick? When it's her place, I did that before. Not cool. I'm like, bitch, okay, I cleaned up. I'm not going to get the phone ringing. You go get my phone? Bitch, no. Fuck you mean go get the phone? I'm not your, she started to talk to me like I was her son. I said, I looked at her, I was like, she said, yo, 78. She said, you hear the phone ringing? I'm like, yeah. You ain't going to get it? Get the phone. No, just because. No, what the fuck? The fuck you mean? Go get the phone, bitch. You get the phone. Your feet work. I was home one day. I had one day off out the week. I was working 6 days a week. Call me, yo. What's for dinner? I don't know. What you picking up? Not to say that I didn't cook some nights, but I'm saying she was like really. And then one day. Well, I'm saying, you know, it is my place, and you know, yeah, but we splitting the bills directly in half. What the fuck are you talking about? Your name's on the lease. I don't care. I said, oh no, this ain't gonna work. I'll go sleep in my car, bitch. Fuck you mean? No, we ain't doing that. Cause I really in my mind, I'm like, yo, she gonna say something crazy, and I'm gonna punch a hole in the wall. I ain't gonna say I'm gonna hit her. I'll punch a hole in the wall that I'll have to pay for. But fuck that. No real man wants to move in with a chick. I tell y'all sisters, you dealing with a dude that's dealing with you because you have a bag? No, head for the hills. Right. Beyonce's 44 years old, and she ain't gonna find another Jay-Z. Oh, but she got her own bag. Yeah. Guess what? Her bag gonna get lonely. Jay will have a chick that night.
The problem with these new age chicks is they've been told that relationships somehow supposed to be perfect. If he loved you, he wouldn't cheat on you. All that stupid shit. That's just not the case. Okay? Men do dumb shit all the time. However, you gotta understand the nature of men, and the man gotta understand the nature of women. And a lot of women nowadays will leave a good man because he fucked up. But you're not taking into consideration, you leave him because of your pride. But you're not taking into consideration how long it's going to take you to find another motherfucker. Is this dude worth fighting for? All that shit matters, right? Same thing with dudes. Niggas pride get in the way, and niggas be on some old, nah, man. She don't listen to me this time, and when I say this and that. All right, bro, I'm just telling you, that shit sound great. But when your ass is 58, 59, 60, right? And you starting to have these weird ass health conditions, you don't know what happened. where it's coming from, and your fucking kids too lazy to take care of your motherfucking ass because they got their own lives and shit like that, they're gonna put your ass in a nursing home. And your ass gonna be sitting up in there on government assistance in the damn nursing home asking one of them young bitches to take you outside to smoke a square. You know what I'm saying? Can you roll me out front? I always want to smoke one cigarette. All right, Mr. Johnson, just wait, give me 10 minutes. Like a little kid and shit. You know what I'm saying? You miserable as fuck. You know what I mean? You know, it's just shit that's sad, bro. Fuck all that shit, bro. At the end of the day, you gotta do what's best for you. You know what I mean? And I don't give a fuck what nobody tell you. All these relationship gurus, niggas be lying. Behind the closed doors, a lot of these niggas are simps behind closed doors. I know that factual. A lot of these dudes are some straight, stone cold simps behind closed doors. Begging and pleading, making deals with these bitches. Bitches and fuck their best friends and all kind of shit.
Yep.
And these motherfuckers still with these hoes. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause they're afraid to leave. You know what I mean? And these women, a lot of them are being taught, first sign of trouble, leave.
Yep.
He doing this and that. Girl, you need to get away from him. But don't fuck with him then. Don't fuck with him. I mean, if you going, you shouldn't go into no relationship thinking if somebody do this, I'm out. The beauty about love is the unknown. You sacrifice and you put yourself out there, and you're totally vulnerable. That's the beauty of love. Because if it work out, it ain't nothing better than that. If it work out, you know what I'm saying? If it don't work out, ain't nothing more painful. But that's where the beauty comes from. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be willing to sacrifice to go through it.
It's a true story, man. I mean, but we're so down. We're so down right now. I did a show a while ago called "We Need to Make a Deal" as a Black community. I said sisters and the brothers need to get together and get our numbers up and just get together just out of pure duty and fix our community by increasing marriage and raising kids as a community and getting back to what we used to be, because now women are in a better place financially, you know. So I mean, as far as working and rights and everything else, both parents could, you know, like my wife still works, you know, 2-income family household, raising the kids. I mean, the kids would be a lot better if there's more of that going on. But women want to do shit themselves because they don't trust us, because they've been listening to this bitch from Cosmo and 30 years of Oprah and Cynthia G and the sprinkle hoe, and, you know, polluted. And what we're trying to do is bring Black people together, and all they're doing is remaining. We have a timeline of what we're. In order to understand how you got here, you got to understand how, you know, where we came from. Now we've all pinpointed what happened, and these sisters don't want to fucking listen. So why is it okay for them to divest, but brothers, it's not okay for brothers to get their passport and get the fuck out of here and explore their options? Why the fuck is that not okay? You see what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean? Look, man, this is a clusterfuck. I don't know if we're gonna survive it. You know, and you know, it's a scary time we're living in, with sisters not trusting these brothers, and they're listening to these poisonous assholes like Cynthia G and you know, Oprah's singing a different tune now, but it's too late, chick. And you know, I'm finna move to Africa, because I'm not finna put up with this. This is just, it's a clusterfuck, man. It's like I want to hold on to hope, but I don't even know what to do now at this point. Just raise mine and you know, show them to have a keen eye for certain things, and you know, baby girl start dating, you got to teach her to check for boo-boo stains in the back and the front, because you know these dudes out here just suspect as hell. It's crazy, man. But fuck it. Y'all, I'm gonna get out of here, General. And close it up. I know everyone knows where to find you. Tomorrow night, No pep talk tomorrow night, but tomorrow night, me and Stormy, we're gonna do a live stream in the evening, a special live stream. You don't want to miss it, because there's something that I noticed, and I waited, and nobody spoke on it. But me and Stormy, I was talking to Stormy about it today, and I got pretty like aggravated, and I said, you know what, it has to be spoken on. And yeah, don't miss it. It's gonna be maybe about like 9:30 or 10 o'clock tomorrow night.
Yes,
on the
sir.
other channel. It's, some boxing shit. Well, just the overall atmosphere. There's something I noticed. No one spoke on it, and I'm about to cook on it, and I don't give a fuck, because when it marinated, I got very annoyed with it, and I'm like, nobody saw this shit but me.
Right.
Nobody saw. Okay, all right. So now I'm going to hang motherfuckers, man. But salute to you, General, man. You know you always got an open invite over here.
Yes, sir, man. Thanks for having me on. Salute to the
doubt.
chat. Get with y'all in a minute, man.
Yes, sir.
Peace.
Peace, bro. Salute to everybody in the Venmo, the Zelda, Cash App, Super Chat, man. Much love and appreciation. That's what we do here, man. It's tough, man. It's tough, but Godfather, what you think?
Yeah. You can't make this shit up, people. You cannot make this shit up.
I'm cooking Canelo in the morning, y'all. I want all the smoke. I'll see y'all in the AM, man. Catch you on the rebound.
Uh-huh.